Hi students, so today we will talk about the transformer. Now basically transformer is what? I mean, as I have drawn here, you know, transformer is something which works on the principle of mutual induction, and it converts the voltage sometimes from low voltage to high voltage. It is called step up transformer, and sometimes high voltage to low voltage. It is called step down transformer. This is the rough figure which I have drawn of a transformer. In this transformer, voltage input is from one side, and let's say the number of coils here are NP. On the other side is you have secondary coil which is connected to your voltage output. Okay, now this whole material is a soft iron core. This whole stuff is a soft iron core. This soft iron core is made up of ferromagnetic substance. Now, what is ferromagnetic substance? Ferromagnetic substance is something which doesn't allow magnetic field lines to go out. So basically, whatever magnetic field lines are made here in the primary are trapped within this itself. So it doesn't go out in the ideal case. However, in the practical case, there is some leakage, but otherwise, in the ideal scenario, it traps the entire magnetic field lines. Now, what happens here? Basically, this current here, this voltage creates a magnetic field. This magnetic field is trapped in this ferromagnetic substance, and this magnetic field is transferred here. Okay, and there is a induced EMF by Lenz's law, I'm sorry, by Faraday's law. There is a EMF which is generated, right? So this happens in the normal case scenario. Now let's say there are this in each turn of the primary there is a flux of phi in each turn of primary. Okay, this is equal to, because this gets trapped throughout, so in the secondary also it would be phi in one turn. So this will be equal to phi in each turn of secondary. Okay, now in the primary, the total flux would be what? NP into phi, because there are NP turns. So I can say total flux in primary is equal to NP phi. Now, what is the induced EMF in primary? So induced EMF in the primary is equal to minus d phi p by dt, which is, if I just give my, this is constant, so this np d phi by dt. Okay, now let's talk about the total flux in secondary, and this I am writing it here. So let me write it here. Total flux in secondary. Total flux secondary phi s is equal to ns phi a. Okay, now induced EMF in secondary will be induced EMF in secondary will be minus d phi s by dt. This is equal to minus s d phi by dt. Okay. Now if I divide the this EP and ES, so I will get what? ES by EP. ES by EP ES by EP is equal to NS by NP. So this can be like, step up or step down transformer. Okay. Now in the last slide, we already proved that ES by EP is equal to NS by NP. This we already did in the last slide, correct? Now remember, for 100% efficient transformer, EP by IP is equal to ES by IS, or I can say ES by EP is equal to IP by IS. So we can say E is directly proportional to 1 by I. So if we increase the voltage, current decreases. So if we increase the voltage, current decreases, and vice versa. If I combine this formula and this formula, then I will get that if I combine both of them, let me write by a different color, then I can say ES by EP is equal to NS by NP is equal to IP by IS. Okay.